Good morning and welcome back to HSN. My name is Jeff Cowan. We're continuing as seen on TV. This next item we're getting to, it's not about scaring, it's what it's about preparing you. I mean, I'm a dad, right? I'm a father, I want to be prepared. Right now, you don't need to be told up north that it is, again, dumping snow, okay? Whether it be snow, whether it be blizzard, whether it be flood, whether it be rain, whether it be storms, maybe just a power outage. It's incredibly inconvenient. And one of the things I think, personally as a father, again, as someone who wants to keep everything nice and warm and wonderful inside, is being able to prepare food. And this, from the Wise Food Company, the emergency kit, is phenomenal. Now, number one, I'm prepared. But you know what else? I want to have nutritious, tasty food. And that's, in fact, the difference between the Wise Company and other companies, because first and foremost, they're chefs. They create this. Now, this is 148 servings that are in this. It'll come in this box, 148 servings. We're talking about breakfast, lunch, dinner, and beverages. So in fact, as you see there, 92 servings of food, 16 servings of desserts, 40 servings of beverages. So for one person, this is food for a month. 3 meals a day with beverages, that's meals for a month, one person. For 2 people, 2 weeks. For 4 people, a week of full meals. Think about what you'd pay when the lights go out, when the storm sets in, and you're not prepared. What would you pay to have a meal for your family? One FlexPay. We've sold over 150,000 of these for a very good reason. We all want to be prepared, but you know what happens? Often it's the times when we're not prepared, we think, why don't I take the opportunity to do this? Now, we're doing free delivery on this as well. One FlexPay, delivered to your home for free. We're going to set it up for you. But as I said, this company starts off as chefs first and foremost. These will be stored up to, you ready for this? Up to 25 years. Still as flavorful, beautiful, nutrition, everything is built into there. $23.99. I'm going to walk over here to Stephanie, because Stephanie, that's the big difference between the Wise Food Company is that first and foremost, they're chefs.
Absolutely.
Right?
And the taste.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Flavor.
The flavor is there. And a lot of it has to do with how Wise puts together the product. It all starts in the factory with Wise, because the first people they employ are chefs. So these are chef-inspired recipes to have that taste, to have that flavor, to have the spices that you want. But the second thing that happens in the factory is what makes this so amazing to have in your home. It's the packaging. This is what's called an atmospherically modified package. And I know you think, all right, what's that mean to me? That means it seals out stuff that makes food go bad. It seals out humidity. It seals out oxygen. And as a result, this special pouch that every one of these wonderfully tasting Wise meals comes in makes the food you see shelf stable for up to 25 years. So now we're talking about amazing flavor, amazing color. I mean, these meals are amazing. You've got great options, but it's there for you whenever you need it. If you're dealing with the blizzard Stella, if you're dealing with the severe weather we saw across the South this week, no matter what happens, power outages happen. Then you can't go to the grocery. Then you don't have food that your family wants to eat. This solves all of these problems. And once you make the decision to have it and solve the problems, you never have to make it again, because you have 148 servings ready for you at any time for up to 25 years. Now, I want to show you real quickly. I did just add this to water, and that is all I do to make this food. You just add water. But now you'll see that my water is sitting on a burner. I want to stress, you do not have to use hot water. I'm warming the water because it's going to make it go a little more quickly, and I want you to get to try it. But
and I do too.
In an emergency, you could make any meal you see here tap water, cold water. As long as it's safe, drinkable water, you can make food.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know that's the first people
need to be hot.
say, okay, well, we've got a lot of boiling water here on the set, and so therefore, is that what you need? No, you just need water. Cold water, any water, drinkable water to add onto this. Because one of the things about, you know, when it comes to, I guess, in the times of stress, and let's be honest, in those times when there's a power outage or there's a storm or whatever, and there is stress involved. What do we often do when there's stress involved, particularly the family, to comfort everybody? It's food. It's having a meal. Having some normalcy. Having some normalcy, right? Trying to create that normalcy. I just spoke to a lady on the weekend, on Saturday. She was from Michigan. And this is all before this storm set in. She was from Michigan, and she was down here, her husband and his children up there. They just had a windstorm, and their house had been out of power for 5 days.
That's a long time without food.
Dad, with 3 kids inside the house, a long time without food, right?
Yep, absolutely.
You got 148 servings. Now I did a little investigation because you can go to the Wise Food Company. I mean, price comparison-wise, they do like 120 piece to, what was the price of that one? 167?
$168.
$168. Now, out of this one, there's 232 perfect 5 out of 5-star reviews. People who'd never bought an emergency kit before, other people who bought many emergency kits before.
Right.
They came back and said, you know what, not only was it good, it was the best. $119.95. Your FlexPay is $23.99. I want to also remind you that with our HSN card right now, if you qualify for the month of March, we're going to give you $25 off your first purchase. So if you qualify for our HSN card, we're going to take another $25 off this purchase for you. You still get your 30-day money-back guarantee. You still get the FlexPays and all the amazing benefits that come with an HSN card. But this is, as we said, not about, you know, necessarily threatening or scaring. This is about making sure that we're prepared. You know, I've got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old, Charlie and Sophia. I've got my beautiful wife, Sarah. I've got my dog, Biscuit, right? I've got the whole family. As someone who likes to care and look after and make sure everything's fine inside, when something like that happens, and we're down here in the south, it's not snowing, but guess what? We get some serious storms down here. We get power outages. In fact, a lot of the 5-star reviews were within Florida itself. But you know what it's like, whether it's a storm, whether it's flood, whether it's fire, whether you cut off, now you are prepared. And we're not talking about boiling water, we're just talking about regular water, regular tap water, drinkable water, cold water.
Any
can
kind of
prepare
water.
These meals.
That's right. And the way they come to you makes storage so simple. When you order this, you get this great bucket. I call it my grab-and-go bucket because I'll tell you what, in an emergency when I had to evacuate, be it a fire situation, be it a hurricane, you know, depending on the situation, you may either have to hunker down or you may have to go. I love the fact that I can take this with me. The bucket itself, extremely durable. It is waterproof, it is bug-proof. You can use it as a bucket. I actually take mine out, store the food under the bed, so I know I have a bucket for water should I need it. But within the bucket and the 148 servings, let's take a walk through exactly what the foods are, because this is where you start to think, okay, this looks pretty amazing. The ability to make pancakes, the brown sugar and maple oatmeal.
That looks so good.
It comes with syrup because if even in an emergency, we're going to have syrup, right?
Yeah,
You're a dad, you know your kids are going to complain if they don't get their stuff. And then yogurt. So all of this able to be made with just water. So then there's 10 lunch and dinner style entrees, if you will. Rice pilaf, teriyaki rice, one of my favorites, enchilada casserole. This one is new and developed for us here at HSN. Chicken pot pie, mac and cheese, vegetable rotini, pasta alfredo, chicken noodle soup. Another new one, broccoli rice casserole, that's also developed for us here at HSN, and Southwest rice and beans. Do you hear the diversity in those flavors? My kids are gonna like mac and cheese. My kids are gonna like chicken noodle soup. My palate's a little more developed than that. I'm excited about some teriyaki. I'm looking forward to Southwest rice and beans. This array was developed so that no matter what time of year it is, no matter who you're feeding in your family, there is something for everyone. There is nutrition when you need it. These are not those meals that are all carved up so that they have 800 calories and it'll last you longer. These are normal nutritional content meals so that you can have as normal of an experience with your family while something funky is going on, be it a storm, you know, be it a wildfire, be it a power outage, or maybe it's Tuesday and you're sick and you've had to work all day and you've arrived home late. You don't want to go to the grocery. Guess what? You don't have to, because these meals are so good. They're not just for emergencies. You would serve them any night of the week. Maybe that's your emergency. You're tired. $23.99. We're going to deliver it for free. Maybe you're someone that's out of harm's way, but you know someone who has, you know, they're within an area that is known for storms, known for power outages, known for, like the lady I spoke to on the weekend, with just a windstorm up in Michigan. You can have it sent to them. You can call up, speak to our operator, do one FlexPay, have it sent to them. It'll be delivered within 7 to 10 working days. They certainly have the 30-day money-back guarantee. But remember, when it comes to Wise Food Company, first and foremost, they are chefs. But every single item that is going to be in this, it can store up to, what was it, 25 years? Shelf life for 25 years. I mean, that's amazing, because I also think about people who like camping, caravanning, you're out and about, you go hiking, all those sorts of things. Great little items to have in
in there. It comes in the bucket, 148 servings. So for one person, that's food for a month.
Absolutely.
That's three meals a day with beverages for a month, right?
Or a family of four.
Or a family of four.
For a week.
There you go.
So that's kind of how you plan it for your household.
$120 to feed 4 people for a week, that's amazing value.
You certainly can't go to the grocery store and get that kind of value. Plus, you're getting, obviously, all the array of different meals. We talked about the breakfast foods. We've talked about the entrees. Even in a crisis, I need dessert. In fact, this makes me laugh. There's chocolate pudding in this array. And oh, by the way, it's exclusive to us here at HSN.
Is it?
Yeah, so somebody here demanded chocolate. And no one will fess up to who it was, but I'm thankful for that. And the pudding is absolutely amazing. In fact, while we wait for some of the other food, let me find you a spoon.
Yes, please.
I do recommend that you dig into the pudding.
You
will
so much.
never know that Grandma did not stir that by hand from scratch on the stove.
Reminding you that when it comes to all these recipes, all the ones we're preparing here, we're doing it with boiled water, but all these can be prepared with just regular water, regular cold water, drinking water.
Absolutely. And then, of course, also coming with the ability to make whey milk and orange drinks. So beverages, desserts, isn't that amazing? That would make me feel better in any stressful situation.
I was saying before, when it comes to those times of I'm not going to say disaster, but the times when things are not quite right, power outage, whatever the occasion may be, comfort is taken with a meal, you know, and especially as the provider, especially if you're the mum, the grandparent, whoever it is, and you've got other people in your home, to be prepared. We hope you never actually have to use this. But you know what? If you do, you've got it ready. I mean, the 5-star review, there's 232 perfect 5 out of 5-star reviews. I want to read some of them for you because, you know, I understand people like you sat at home and thought, you know, is it as good? Does it taste as good? Will it last as well? All those sorts of things. Listen to this. It gives me peace of mind to know that my family's prepared in an emergency with food. Another one comes in. We've purchased other brands in the buckets. We have by far many of them, but what you get for this price is an absolute bargain. Great assortment and price. Nice bucket for easy storage will save in case of an emergency. Now, as we said, you've got 148 servings here. We also have other packages available as well to add on to that if you want to go ahead. We've also got an egg option as well.
Yeah, we'll come over and talk about those.
But just so you know, we're going to be putting the item up on the bottom screen. The reason I'm drawing your attention to that because the egg option is sold out prior. We have fewer than 500 of those available. So if you're adding that or maybe you've experienced it and you want to add more to it, that's your option there. It's up to me. Okay,
this is for you. So when we started talking, we added water to teriyaki rice literally minutes later. And again, this is going quicker because my water is warm. And in a true emergency situation, you would do this with room temperature water. But tell me about the flavors. What you expected from a pouch?
No, because I've been a lot of hiking in the past, a lot of camping. And that's what I normally associate with long-term food. First of all, the complexity of flavour. First thing I tasted in there was a level of, there's citrus in there straight away. There's some citrus because it's like an oriental, right?
Right,
teriyaki.
Yes, teriyaki.
And then you got the other depths of flavours in there from a packet that in 25 years, where my daughter could graduate from college, will still be exactly the same.
Yes. So to me, what makes Wise so unique is that it's not just bland, powdered, tasteless food. These are wonderful entrees with some taste and flavor complexity like you want from food. Oh, by the way, all you have to do is add water. So it doesn't get any easier than that to prepare. I can do it with cold water, and everything you see here will be there for me for the next 25 years. So it's like once you make the investment in security, in peace of mind, and being able to tell your family, yep, you're right, we are in the path of Blizzard Stella this week. This is going to happen. We're going to get a foot of snow, 50-mile-per-hour winds, power lines are going to go down, but don't worry about it. We will be safe in our home, we will be together, and we have food. It's one of those things you can't do without. You know, I'm sure you have homeowner's insurance to keep your home safe. You have car insurance to ensure that your car is okay. Hopefully medical insurance. I look at this as food insurance. It's something we can't do without, and this ensures that we will always have it.
That's it, and that's what it's about. It's about being prepared. You know, I was in Boy Scouts. It's all about being prepared. $23.99, free delivery. You do one FlexPay, you send it out to you, try a few of them. I mean, you look at the array of food that we've got here. Whether it's the pancakes, you think, I can do pancakes, but think about the other things. Cheesy macaroon, the pasta alfredo, rice, pilaf, teriyaki rice, which I highly recommend. I just had it. It was sensational. Even for breakfast, you know, the brown sugar and maple multigrain cereal, chocolate pudding. And 140, have a look at the 148 meals you've got here. Look at the variety and the options that you have here. And remember, we're talking about ultimately 92 food servings, 16 desserts, 40 beverages, everything that you need that can be prepared with just good old-fashioned H2O, drinkable cold water. On the set, obviously we're using a burner. If you have the barbecue, that sort of thing as a backup for your emergency kit, sensational. You could do that as well. $119.95. I want to draw your attention again to the other options you can add in there. The wonderful meat protein kit, the amazing fruits and sauces kit for $49.95, and again, the vegetables and sauces, as well as the powdered egg kit that is also there, 144 servings, which is previously sold out before. We have fewer than 500 of those available. But we continue with our menu. What do we have on the menu today?
This is another one of my favorites. This is the creamy vegetable rotini, and I chose this one because, again, cream sauce, from water only. You know, you could sort of see like where this could be a problem. So you tell me what you think.
That's a very good point. You know, the fact that you get that creamy texture. So first of all, aesthetically, there's the aesthetic appeal of a food, right?
Absolutely.
Not just that, but then there's the texture of it. Cream with water, you think no. But look at that. You can see it there.
Yep. And for me, the texture is very important of all the foods.
It is so creamy. You know, normally that'd be like a double cream that I'd put in there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like normally that's how you create that sort of creaminess. I love to cook. I love to eat. And one thing's for sure is that when I'm preparing a meal, to be able to create that texture, that flavour, would prepare normally with double cream, whatever it is, adding a lot more cheese in there. You've got all that flavour, all that texture. Remember that package that this came from, that got created with just good old-fashioned H2O. No cream was added to how we made this. But you know what? That same packet in 10 years, 15 years, up to 25 years is going to be still as flavorful, still as nutritious, and still as hearty.
Absolutely. And here's what I like to say about the flavors, about the taste. We can tell you it tastes great. Get it home and give it a try. Because yes, it's emergency food, but my favorite reviews are when somebody gets it home and they make it for their family and they don't tell them what it is, that it came from the Wise pouch, that it is emergency food. And suddenly you're just having an enchilada bake for dinner and someone will say, oh, is this a new recipe, honey? That's pretty good. How amazing is it then for you to be able to share with your family, well, actually, it's emergency food and I've made the decision that we are going to have this in our home so that we know we will be okay. It's a great decision and a great way to try it because obviously if you don't like it, you can take it back. But those reviews talk about how amazing the tastes are.
Nearly just over 150,000 of these are sold. The FlexPay is there for everybody, even if you've never shopped with HSN before. One FlexPay at $23.99. We're delivering it for free. So you've never shopped with HSN before, you're surfing through the channels, maybe catching up on the weather, all those sorts of things, think, hang on, this is timely, this could really work for me. Well, guess what? You got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. We're talking 148 servings. You know, it's not about threatening. It's not about scaring you. It's about being prepared. You know, for one person, this will give you meals for a month. For a couple, 2 weeks. For a family of 4, a full week's full of food. That's 3 meals a day with beverages for $119.95.
And it's for so many things. You know, we talk most about weather being the situation because that's certainly what's in our headlines today with the power outages and things. But, you know, what if your emergency is a financial emergency and having the budget dollars get you to the end of the week is too hard? And if you could just put off going to the grocery for a few more days, it would be so much better. Have this for those weeks where you don't want to get to the grocery when you have to. You know, there's so many different uses. For me, it's knowing that my grandma, who doesn't want to go out when it's raining, when it's snowing, when it's cold, when it's icy, has enough food in her house.
Absolutely.
So that I can get this and put some food in a friend's house, in a neighbor's house. Again, 148 servings. You can break this up to help other people if you need to. It's enough to feed one person for a month and a family of 4 for a week. But I love the idea that college kids who notoriously don't eat well.
You took the words from my mouth.
Yes.
I was going to say, send this to a dorm room.
Exactly. People, all you need is water. You can have meals from water in college.
That is the best idea.
And get some nutrition. There's protein, there's carbs. You know, this is a way to have a completely balanced diet in a pouch at your ready, made with water at all times. It's a genius solution.
It's genius. It really is, because I was a resident assistant at university, and so I had a dorm full of freshmen. And I was amazed at how they could actually survive on just noodles.
Right, Pop-Tart and noodles.
Seriously,
Yep,
seriously.
I hear you.
For $119.95. So yeah, it's absolutely for preparedness, for power outages and storms, but also just smart eating, nutrition, flavor. It's got it all. Remember, you've got beautiful meals in here that it can be so quickly prepared for $119.95. For one person, a month worth of food here. 3 meals a day with beverages. For a family of 4, it breaks down to a week. Think about what you can go off to the grocery store and spend $120 to give 3 meals a day with beverages for a family of 4. You'd be hard-pressed getting under $120. This right here is how it comes, okay? Right there, there it is. So for 2 people, you know 2 weeks. For 4 people, 4 weeks. But it comes in the it's a waterproof container, bug-proof container, everything you possibly need. Now, so basically that's what you call the foundation. Beautiful to eat on by themselves, but now we've got a couple of other options which you can add on in.
Absolutely, because when we talk about the need to keep a balanced diet, certainly in an emergency when you go to the grocery store, the outer edges of the stores, the produce, the dairy, the meats, that's what get wiped out first. So this is how you can have fruits, vegetables, and proteins in your home anytime you need them for up to 25 years.